choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
What amazes me is how anyone could have that kind of power and yet keep it hidden all this time.
All right, hello everyone. That was weird. I actually started the recording and it just had to stop and think for a second. I know I am using a different place to store the footage, so hopefully everything is normal here. That's probably what was causing the issue, but in testing it worked fine. We'll just have to see. If things are messed up, I apologize. So here's the Safar Sea Cave. Oh. Oh, well, we're here.
Law?
Yeah, sorry. Just a little travel weary is all. Looking forward to finally getting out of here, you know?
Still beating yourself up about your dad, aren't you?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But that's not what I was just thinking about.
Oh?
I never did tell you how I ended up hanging around.
You didn't? I was actually wondering.
Did I?
Not properly. All I know is you had a falling out with your dad and ran away from home.
Getting to Cislodia almost killed me. Once there, though, I actually ended up joining a resistance organization, believe it or not. Of course, before long, someone ratted us out. And we were ambushed by the Snake Eyes. I'd never seen such brutality.
How in the world did they let you join after that? They do not seem the very forgiving type.
Law?
I don't know why. They let me live. They made me watch as they butchered my friends right in front of my eyes. I still have nightmares. I hear roars of Zeugles as my friends scream. The snow stained red with blood. And all the while those bastards laughing.
This is a very different backstory than I was expecting.
I'd be able to put it all behind me. Turns out that was a little optimistic. I was terrified they would kill me too. So I wound up betraying the memory of my friends and getting my old man killed in the process. I wonder if I'm any braver now. What if one day I panic again and end up running away like always?
And leave us behind? You really think you'd do that?
I hope not.
That is, I mean, this is actually a very, very honest discussion.
Ah, I found you.
Noodle!
Something wrong, Rinwell?
How very perceptive of you. When I turned around, you were gone, so we came back to look for you.
Maybe tell us next time you decide to stop. We need all our...
We're having a very, very important discussion. Shut up.
Jeez, okay. I can't help it when nature calls, can I?
Nature? Ew, gross! Here?
Let's make tracks, shall we?
I hope he makes it through this.
You invited him along. He's your liability.
He's Zephyr's son, Shion. What was I supposed to do? Just leave him?
Fine. Just don't come crying to me about it, all right? I've got enough deadbeats slowing me down as it is.
Okay, we would have been dead a long time ago without all of these deadbeats. Like, here's the thing. I get where Shion's coming from, but I also... Shion's dumb. Holy crap. Oh, that's right. The, food we absorbed. Let's get extra stuff out of those. Oh, okay. Might be a little bit overkill, but you do you. I do love those moves. Well, I can't like get a combo going for to save my life right now. was like, consider yourself finished.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Like, giving them permission to be dead? We're bad people. And we're fighting mushrooms everywhere. I guess that actually is in a like civilization where you're not regularly making food. It will, like, mushrooms are going to be the more plentiful things to find, I think.
Why did people dig this path so far underground?
Maybe it was too dangerous on the mountains for them to traverse over them.
So you're saying that before Dana was conquered, Danans made this so that they'd have a way to get through the mountains?
If I had to guess, they might have even lived inside of these once upon a time.
Not like there's any way of knowing now. Not after all our history was
You can
lost.
always excavate what's there.
No, it wasn't lost. It was stolen from us by the Renans because they thought slaves didn't need it. And because keeping it around would have made it harder to control us.
It's not all gone. Look at that over there.
What is it? It looks like a broken piece from a dish or something.
Nom nom nom.
Probably. It's true the Renans erased a lot of our history. But if we look hard enough, I think we'll find there's still plenty of it left. But first, we have to win the freedom to even look for it.
We'll win it all right. Then we'll reclaim our history.
I am glad that they're starting to have like ideas and objectives to do beyond just, you know, beat the Renans. Like, I think it's very, very, very like, good and hopeful to kind of give, like, this is their long-term strategy. This is what they actually want. Because you can't just live with your objective be to beat this other guy. There's a quote I actually heard recently that said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison expecting the other person to die.
I guess Messia is the first place we met. Hala.
Yeah, I was a snake eye and you were a silver sword. Who would have thought we'd end up on the same team?
You make an odd pair, it's true.
You guys are the odd ones, running with a Renan.
That seemed a little inappropriate, like her dress flares up right when you get into the water. Hello, enemies. I will leave these in here because they're new enemies.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
If it hides, just back it out again. Whoa, hey! Do it! That astral energy! Full throttle!
I end up pressing the Shion direction way, way more often than I actually mean to. I don't know how he's using Mystic Art so frequently, but you know what? I'm definitely not going to take it away from him if he's, like, able to knock it out as often as he is, which he definitely seems like he is. Oh, I thought you'd be dead.
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
I wonder when.
The hell is that noise? Are those things? That's a weird sound. Go ahead and pick up. Are these still carps, or are there other kinds of fish? I think all I've seen the whole game is carps. No, that's a flatfish. Alright, I'm down here. Wait, astral... What? Those were clearly fish, I saw them. This game is lying to us all. But, let's see, okay. I guess it only does the dive animation the first time you get one in a scene. Or in a screen.
become even stronger.
Is there something up here? I'm definitely hearing... Yeah, there is something right there. Am I supposed to jump that? This feels not super possible. It looks like I may have to come up from behind it. I don't see a path that comes up from that way. It looks like maybe... Is there something there? Sorry, guys. Because you can't climb that from what I can tell. So I need to find a way to get in there. This looks promising.
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
We're down to 8 CP? Like, I know I let myself get killed once, but that seems very, very low. But you know what? We're gonna keep pushing. I'm not gonna run away just because I got low on CP. I want to see if I can get to another campfire. Hopefully there's no boss up here. This seems a little boss arena-esque.
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
We're in too deep, and we're trying to keep. Now these guys I don't think I have to fight. But I want, is this another mushroom? No? Oh, it's an orange gel, very worth.
I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now.
I couldn't get out.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. This one's mine.
Wrong button.
This is the win. Not in your dreams.
You're mine!
Annihilation. Mega Ray. Lightning orb.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Banana, let's go. Feel.
You're
Get
mine!
on in there with the
You're
others.
mine! Sword Rain Alpha! Flaming Flame! I'm not done!
One last raging cascade.
Okay, I need you, the rest of you, to actually hit the thing.
Sword Rain Alpha! This is bad, right?
Yes, Alpha. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Take raging cascade.
No, 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 no!
Get on in there with the others. Seal. Here I go. Well tucked away. Crop blade.
I'll run you through!
Ready.
Eat this! I'm such a failure.
God damn it!
Lightning will come down slow.
I didn't even see him turn around.
In the wind. Seal. Get on in there with the others. Lightning orb. One at a time. Mega ray. Sleep now. This'll come in handy. It's over.
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Yeah, we actually can't. I'm pushing until we all fall down, and we are getting very close. Excellent.
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
All this walking up and down is a pain.
Yeah.
We will have to come back and
Just go
explore
straight
this.
through without all this hassle.
On the other hand, the collapsed parts let you reach some places you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Now that you mention it, the ceiling's not gonna come down on us, is it?
Because, like, if I can get out here and there's another campfire, that'll be fantastic.
Back when we left Cisleden, you remember how you said so long as you don't give up, there's nothing to stop someone starting over?
Yeah?
Well, I think you did just that. You've set out on a new path despite what happened in your past. Besides, you're not the only one fumbling your way through things.
You too?
It was your dad who taught me to fight. Back at the start of all this, I knew that so long as I followed him, I wouldn't end up straying. But it was also your dad who told me the importance of becoming my own master, of searching out the answers within me. I always figured I would one day. But at the same time, I had so much more to learn. When he died, I suddenly found myself rudderless. Sure, our immediate goal is to defeat all the lords. But then what comes after that? There's no one left to point me in the right direction. It was then that I realized, no matter how much I fret about it, the only thing I can do is fight. Renin brutality isn't going to right itself. So that's what I'm doing. Fighting. And in the meantime, I'll try to figure out my next move. Right now, that's about all I can do.
And you really believe you got what it takes to win this? Against all the odds?
Yes, I do. Or at least I want to. If I'm being completely honest, sometimes I'm not really sure whether I can or not. So what if we're still figuring stuff out? If we do it together, then we can support one another along the way. Is there anything so wrong with that?
No, I don't think there is. I think I get it now. We may not know what we're capable of, but we have to try all the same.
Having another one of your secret meetings? Don't tell me you were taking yet another bathroom break?
It's not my fault you keep going ahead.
We were just engaging in a bit of brotherly bonding. Isn't that right, Alphen?
Yeah, that's right.
Fine then, suit yourselves. Hey, I think I can feel a breeze up ahead. I bet the exit is real close.
Finally! Man, it's been too long since I felt the sun on my face.
Okay, so two things I have to say about that. Number one, how the hell, do Shion and Rinwell, our backline fighters, keep being ahead of our front line and being like, oh, you guys wandered off? You guys stopped, you didn't tell us? I'm like, you should always be behind the tanks. Haven't you ever played an RPG in your life? But then also, too, I find it very, very interesting and weird that Alphen knows the term rudderless. He has amnesia, and there's definitely not been any boats that we've run across. Yes, I'm being, nitpicky. I'm allowed.
I think Hoodle senses something.
When I get in a tussle, I go full force right at him. Whoever makes the first move wins.
I do have to admit, it's quite the spectacle to watch you charge in and go to town on someone during a battle.
Yeah, it was actually my old man who taught me to fight that way. The more I lay the beat down on some baddies, the more fired up my fists of fury get.
Zephyr taught you? Wow. I guess you really are following in his footsteps.
There's nothing wrong with being so focused on offense, but the enemy always fights back.
Not if we keep them sunlocked.
As long as I don't get hit, it's not a problem, right?
So what you're saying is you're too weak to take a hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rinwell? You might want to think about what you're saying for 2 seconds before you say it. Okay, oh god, that's farther away than I wanted that to be. We have to avoid fights until then, I think.
What were you two talking about earlier?
Earlier? Oh, it was just serious guy talk. You know, the kind that girls don't get to hear.
Really?
Don't mind him, Rinwell. It's just... well, maybe it is a little difficult to talk about in front of women.
Difficult to talk about? Okay, now I really want to hear it. Unless... it's not the creepy sort of guy talk, right?
No! Okay, it's not creepy.
Okay, okay. As long as you're fighting fit, you can talk about whatever you like. Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
We literally had a
Just getting fresh over here.
conversation. If that's the next castle, I swear to God, this world is feeling tiny.
We're finally here. Menancia, the land of green. The place certainly lives up to its name, doesn't it?
Yeah, just feel that breeze. It's like night and day compared to Calaglia and Cislodia.
Unsullied, fertile land, as far as the eye can see.
So is this not one of the
That's
realms?
beautiful.
And is this how Dana used to be?
No, nothing. Just... I was thinking the very same thing.
How dare you agree with me?
That's the realm capital in the distance. The city of Vicent. A word to the wise before we continue. Menancia has produced more sovereigns over the years than any other.
Shion!
Stop getting in front of your tank.
Guess we should probably follow after her, shouldn't we? Hey, you alright, Law?
Yeah, fine. I was just thinking how Dad would have enjoyed this view. All this green in one place is incredible. Anyway, let's get moving before we start looking tasty to monsters.
Is he going to be okay?
I mean, it does take a long time to get over.
Eventually. That's a wall he'll have to overcome on his own.
I'm seeing a bird. This actually seems like a really, really nice realm. I almost wonder if, like, I can't imagine that the Overlord is nice to the Danans, but it does feel like he wants to be comfortable, and so because of that, everyone in the realm gets to be comfortable. Hi. We really have to hurry.
What's wrong?
It's gonna hurt. They can't even move.
Huh?
Are you saying you can help them?
Yes!
Just don't have a pet. Please, you gotta help. Her? Yeah, we'll go heal them just as soon as we rest. One second.
I hate camping out.
I just need to rest real quick, get my CP back, go heal them, and then we do need. I do want to go back. I may not show it on screen, but I will go back.
Staring at me, Shion?
Just, what is that wolf on your shoulder?
Oh, this thing? I love it. I got it off a street vendor for just 10 gold.
I don't know if that's something to brag about,
Hey, 10 gold's a bargain if you ask me.
because it wouldn't sell otherwise. It serves no practical purpose. Honestly, I'm surprised you paid 10 whole gold for it.
Be quiet. It's amazing.
Shut up!
But the detail is so lifelike. I think you made a good choice, Law.
Really?
I have no idea why you wear it over your shoulder, though.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Man, that was such a like forced assist.
87! 88! 89! Oh, shoot!
What the? Is the enemy attacking?
Sorry about that. You're not hurt, are you?
Law? What on Dana are you doing?
What am I doing? Training, obviously. I found these nice and heavy rocks that I decided to strap onto my arms, but I guess I didn't tie them down good enough because they went flying.
So you were doing improvised weight training. You and your crazy ideas.
I can't help it. If I'm not training, it's easy for me to get anxious.
Well, that's fair. Actually, I remember seeing you practicing your forms for some time when we were camping the other day.
Yep. No amount of muscle will do you any good if you don't stay on top of your fighting forms. It always feels good when I know I'm still sharp.
Sounds to me like you have too much pent-up energy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Don't train so hard that you wind up hurting yourself, Law. I promise you, you're already perfectly strong as it is.
No, I'm not. You never know what we'll run into out there. You can never go into a fight too prepared. And that's the truth. Besides, I won't rest until I know that I'm stronger than you, Alpha.
Shouldn't you be trying to get to...
Oh, I see how it is. Well, I don't plan on letting you beat me. Maybe I'll add some weights to my sword and practice swinging it. That should help out.
Alvin, are you crazy?
You're right. This does make for decent training. Good call with the extra weight, Law.
Right? Now you
That's
get
not
it?
what swords are...
Since we've already come this far, what do you say we have a little one-on-one with our rocks strapped on?
Hell yeah!
Okay, I
I'm
can't show
down for that.
strap-ons on
Just
YouTube.
give me a second, I'll be all ready to roll. Okay, I'm all set. Let's do this. Take this!
I'm just getting started.
Ah! Our camp is completely wrecked!
Go. You two are cleaning it up.
Yes,
Shion.
Okay, I've got to say, that's actually one of the first of the skits that actually felt like a Tales skit. A lot of times the skits would come up, but they just felt like they should be cutscenes. They fit into the story so seamlessly. They weren't just like a little humorous aside, like the way that classic Tales skits are. That one felt really good. I was really happy with it.
So if I remember right, there are 6 elements of astral energy, and darkness is only on Rena, and light can only be found on Dana, right?
Right. I only remember because my parents drilled it all into my head when I was little.
Doesn't seem like much of a drill. It's a
Did
very
we
simple
find out
fact.
about dark astral energy in the first place if it's not on Dana, though?
Beats me. I couldn't tell you how or when we figured out that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's other stuff we've forgotten along the way, too.
Yeah, I bet. And then we forget that knowledge was even forgotten at all, and it's back to square one.
Exactly. That's why we need to take good care of what knowledge and artifacts we still have left.
You really have a thing for old stuff, don't you?
Well, I don't know that I'd call it just a thing. It's also something that helps me feel connected to our world.
Connected?
It's nothing. Forget I even mentioned it. I should have guessed that there'd be no way he'd understand. How could he?
All right. Oh, this only lasts for 4 minutes? It's only 6 minutes?
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes.
Oh, don't tempt me. So I'm done with Law. I'm basically going to focus on Ridwell most of all. She's the one I like the most of all of the companions. But obviously, you know, I'm not going to talk to Law whenever there's no conversation with him. Like, that's dumb.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Hoodle, come here, sweetie. Woo! Good boy.
What are you doing?
It's flying practice.
Does Hoodle need to practice?
Hoodle doesn't really like to leave my side, but if I don't make him spread those wings every now and then, they'll start to weaken. It's important he practices. Also, I'm pretty sure he put on some extra weight. Oh.
Probably because everyone keeps sneaking him snacks when you're not looking.
I knew it! I thought there was something fishy going on. Oh, it's really not good for birds to be overweight, you know?
Oh, really? I'm sorry, Rinwell.
You were feeding him too? You haven't been giving him anything he can't eat, have you?
I'm pretty sure everything I've given him has been okay. Just to be sure, though, why don't you tell me what he can't eat?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Is something the matter?
She doesn't know?
No, not at all. It's just, for a really long time, Hoodle was the only friend I had. So on the one hand, it makes me really happy to see everyone be so accepting. But on the other, it's a bit of an adjustment sharing him, you know?
That's very, very, very
Everyone else
surprisingly
can see what he's
wise.
like family to you. I can promise no one's trying to ignore your feelings or anything.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I'll talk to the others about it later. Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything.
But what can Hoodle not eat? That's important for me to know.
Another day, another Gald.
All right, and then I will go ahead and heal these guys. And then probably cut the episode. This crate, it doesn't hurt anymore. I do like the glowy eyes effect. But my wounds have closed. Please, let me thank you. There's one other person further up ahead. Mind taking a look at him? Yeah, you'll see what I mean once you find him. Oh, where is that? I will keep that in the episode if it's not too far. Wow, interesting. You're a jester. I'm still healing him. I don't care if he's a jester. This warm light. Might it be? Oh my. What sorcery is this? Might it be a miracle work of some sort? It's just a healing art. No, there's no mere healing art to work here. I sense compassion flowing through this energy. Compassion tinged with just a slight hint of loneliness. Emptiness even. He's got you pegged. Don't agree with him. Keep it up and I won't heal next time you're in trouble. I see. This is how true bliss feels?
Hey!
Anyway, how'd you get hurt? Did Zool attack you or something? Something to that effect? You see, one of the foul beasts ambushed us here, injured my companions. And in my fright, to quite the tumble and Wait, you just had a sprained ankle?
Just great.
I let forth the most ferocious bellows I could muster and appears to have fled in fear. Well, be careful in your travels.
That can't be.
Wait, don't leave me yet! And the minstrel tells many tales about this fleeting world in which we live. They call me the Wonderbar! Wonderbar? Is there a reason you decided to share that with us? I could tell from the very moment our eyes met that the two of you are something special. You're not like the most others in this world. I'm keen to witness with my own eyes just how the rich tapestry of emotion you two share comes to unfold.
Nice.
Well, no harm in that, I guess. Name's Elfin. Don't indulge him.
Very well.
It's a pleasure to meet you both. Henceforth, we are bound by fate, destined to meet one another again. And on that note, I actually missed one in the middle, I'm sorry. On that note, I must take my leave. There are others who yearn to hear my most beautiful voice. Adios, Vanya Candona. Oh, nice. Very glad I picked that up. You're at 900? Yeah, you need that. Wait, does she have everything? I don't see the little glimmers on the edge of a healing thing, like, ready to come. I'm surprised if that's the case, though. While we're here, yeah, we got a lot of people that are ready. You definitely have some more things to unlock. That feels really good. I don't know if I want that done, though. That seems good. Oh, wow. Okay, that one's also, that was the same one as this one, except cheaper. Yeah, I had not looked at these in a while, so I apologize. We're actually actively trying to get all of these. I like never pick up any actual abilities. I'm just always like, oh, more stuff. Well, okay, that's a weird setup, for sure.
Maybe we should have left them alone.
Thanks, Fion.
Why are you thanking me?
But with that, I will go ahead and end the episode. Thank you for being here, everyone. Be awesome, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.